I'm not really super happy with what's happening in the government. If I don't believe in it, I don't feel like I should be subscribing to it. My name's Zachariah, and I'm a community barber. I've been barbering since I was 14 years old. My Golden Hands project is all based on the trip in Canada. I had a year off where I was cutting in a mobile candy cane bus in Canada. We wanted to cut hair over there, but we didn't want to go over there and like be stuck in the one place. And so we came up with this concept where we'd convert a bus or like a motorhome into a mobile barber shop. And we had like signage up with things like, you know, trim your locks for a new pair of socks, or trim your locks for whatever you got. Yeah, we sort of just developed that idea, and I'm still doing it now, you know. So yeah, I cut the little kid's hair next door, and I get a meal back. So that's again like $30 I don't have to spend down at the local Indian restaurant, and like normally I can put it in my fridge or put it in my freezer, and it lasts me, you know, a couple of days. So, you know, for 20 minutes of my time, it means I can eat for 3 days, and like good quality, like home cooked food. So yeah, buttering, it's the best way to go.
Coffee.
Coffee.
No, not coffee. Coconut, lemon.
The best thing about trading and about bartering is like when you are trading and you're giving out a service, and then you, at the end of the day, you look at what's being traded back, and you're like, oh, like I'm set up for the week now. On just one day, I've got all my fruit and vegetables that I needed for the week, and everyone else that walks away is stoked because they've like got a haircut for a, you know, bag of mung beans or some, you know, some potatoes. Then when I went to Canada and I was doing the trading, a lot of the times homeless people would approach me, and they'd be like, quite timidly normally, can we get a haircut? And then it was sort of like, yeah, sure. And then you give some homeless guy this awesome haircut, and then the smile that you get back, or the energy that they give you from that service, just makes you feel awesome. So I was doing that sort of stuff anyway when we were in Canada on the street. So I just like, it made me feel really good about myself. I guess it's that the community sort of stuff was sort of, I really started thinking about it a lot more when I was, you know, in a position where I could give my services for free, and it wasn't really an impact to me. It was easy, you know. I've been working closely with Yarra Youth Centre. Those guys are super awesome. We were also hoping to get some skill sharing done there with some of the refugee kids, but I don't know, it's sort of been crappy because of living in the city and because of the pressures that we all have. I sort of haven't been able to do as much as I'd like, which is why I'm pretty excited on the next leg of the journey. I've got a tough as nails Toyota Land Cruiser. I'm basically going to convert an old camper into like 3.5 by 2.5 metre home. Yeah, my barbershop will attach onto that, so it's pretty exciting. I've got to pack the whole place up, sell all my possessions, so I'm selling everything. It was a real like deal to let go, and I remember talking to my dad, and my dad was like, he's like, look man, like, you know, these things are just things, and you probably get them back one day, and if you don't get them back, you'll get something else that you'll love equally as much. The biggest challenge for me, loneliness. So that's kind of like, I think it's going to be one of the bigger challenges, is just adjusting to like not having people at home all the time when I come back home. Like that's kind of scary. But I got my banjo, so I can always, like, if I need to talk to someone, I'll just, you know, talk to myself with music.
My sister said you're moving in. All my friends said sink or swim.